Hey,
Hello, guys.
all right, it's a new setup, so I need a sound check and I also need a visual check. Make sure we're coming in good, clear, all of that.
How's the lighting in the background, guys? Everything good?
All right.
Mike Birch, what's up, brother? Leister from above. Auntie Am. Paul Honeyman, what's up, y'all?
Auntie Ann, how we looking? How we sounding? Hello, everyone. Is a bit cooled off a bit this evening? No, not at all. It's 103 right now.
Still piping hot out here.
I have a little alert down here at the bottom of my computer that says 103.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr., I am feeling a little bit better. I pulled myself. I had to get out of bed for a little while at least and get around. My stomach is not really in so much pain like Lissa was. I just feel wore out and just drained. Just drained.
Yeah, I am too. I hope I'm not getting it as well. I did relax a little bit yesterday. Um, I stayed up until 3:30 in the morning Saturday night editing that premiere that I put out Sunday, and I did the premiere. And after that, I pretty much stayed there watching documentaries on volcanoes and how the Earth was made the rest of the night.
Right.
What does the mini tent? Or right now, it's at 73 degrees, but it'll get down much lower.
Yeah.
Trust
Oh
me.
man, I've seen that thing say 68.
Yeah, I've seen it say 64.
Yeesh.
So the morning I woke up, I had to turn that sucker down. What's going on, Paul?
A lot of people saying the premiere was awesome.
Thank you very much. A lot of work went into that. That was 6.5 hours. I started at 9 o'clock at night and I finished editing at 3:30. Then you have to export and everything else. So in all reality, it was even more than that.
Right. Brian Wilkerson, what's up, brother?
But I think it turned out real well. It was suspenseful, action packed. It showed kind of a lot of our personality about how we work together and hang out and stuff. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure.
73 is a lot better than 103. Absolutely.
All day, every day.
Yeah, I promised everybody on here that I would take a break once the building was down and I was completed with that project. And the building actually got down, and I still had one more day's work, about a half a day. And I went down there and I got the chicken coops, which that video hasn't came out yet, and the trailer and some other stuff, some final stuff that needed to get done. And once I got that done, went to the lake for 3 hours with Mike and the kids. Yep. And Simple Life Reclaim and the kids, and kind of hung out and ate some hamburgers, and then came back that night, and then I edited it all night, and then I took a break yesterday. And today I haven't been outside working. I've been in here working. In front of me right now is literally like a command center.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It brings me back to my IT days, the way I always had my offices set up and all that other stuff. So I am very, very happy with what's right here, but y'all are going to have to wait for the move-in video for that one. This was just a little sneak peek for you guys to kind of show y'all what it turned out like. I'm not done with the bathroom yet. I have to go get more wood and burn it and polyurethane it. It's all the wood that y'all see me do on the live. It took every bit of it from here. And there's actually a little piece right there that still needs to be done.
I'm talking about just maybe 18 inches or so.
Yeah. So that needs to be done. And then I'm going to go get a vanity for the bathroom and do the bathroom all at one time as well. He stayed in bed watching how the earth was made. Don't he know that he's making his own piece of it? Well, I like to see other people do the same thing, Paul.
Troy Grabelson said, I hope you feel better, Mike. I know you would be missed at It's All Grady. Guys, I've been thinking about that so hard over the last all day, really these last 12 hours, because I've been, 13 hours. And I've made it a mission. No matter if I got to drive myself and be in quarantine and wrap a mask around my head, I'm going over there and getting them trusses up for them guys, man. I need it. I need it.
And something I've been keeping from y'all guys is I'm actually going to the Grady's as well to put up the trusses. I wasn't 100% sure that I could make it with everything I had going on, so I didn't want to commit. But now that I got the time sensitive stuff done, I wouldn't miss it for the world. And I was going to be involved either way.
Oh yeah.
If I didn't go, then Lissa was going, and I was actually going to watch the kids, so they both could go. But I talked with Lissa this morning, and she said she'd rather me go, so I'm going.
Yeah, we literally had that conversation this morning. Because getting the logistics down, it is a several hours drive, and it's either going to be him watching the kids or Lissa watching the kids. And in all actuality, we're probably able to get more work done. Obviously, if Uncle David comes over Lissa, even though Lissa did want to go and be a part of it and film and stuff, but with the kids being in the middle of the week and everything like that, it's kind of just best for Lissa to stay.
They said my headboard's crooked. No, the roof is slanted.
Yeah. That headboard's right on the money.
That's as level gets. The roof goes up at a pitch, hence the reason why the door couldn't open out.
Yeah. Simple Life Reclaim hanging out with us. Gary and Mel, what's up, guys?
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah, Melody, his to bless Calkins said, Mike, it could have been heat exhaustion. I got yucky tummy when the heat got to me. Stay hydrated, sirs. Yeah, you might be right, because I don't have the same symptoms as Lissa was having. I don't have a cough or anything like that. It might have been just heat exhaustion, because that last day, moving all the walls and everything, I had actually fell down from being so dizzy and everything. So it might have been that.
Let's see here. It's your monitor on the PI 55. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but I think it turned out good. I guess I'll ask this question, being that we did the working lab last week, making all of the trim that you see behind us. And I know, guys, right there, you can see where it's not burnt. It's because I did just rough cut ends. I will be taking a little hand propane torch and burning those ends and touching up the polyurethane. That was intentional.
Yep.
Bobby, welcome to the Eclipse Foreman. Nice. I actually posted a picture, guys, on the members today, because all of these videos will be coming out this week. Pictures of the whole tiny house inside. The bathroom's not done, but I did post some pictures of the drywall and stuff done in there, and got a view of, I don't think I gave this part yet. It was before I actually installed everything else.
Right.
But yeah, I did that for the members today, so thank you. And I just seen a sticker. Let's see here.
Eden Augustine.
Hey, yeah, thank you. $4.99. I appreciate that. Trim looks really nice, looking good. The room is really looking good, especially like the burnt wood trim. Yeah, I had a feeling that burnt wood trim was really going to pop with these white walls. And also, that's another reason why I didn't want to texture the walls, guys, was because I felt like if I textured the walls, it was going to tape from that.
Yeah.
It would kind of dole down the pop of the burnt wood. It really, truly feels like, camera don't do it any justice for sure, but it feels like it belongs in here the way it is when you walk out from the burnt wood outside to the inside.
Junkin Gems Homestead, what's up, guys? Yeah, you've been getting a lot of comments about how everybody loves the trim and how great it looks and stuff like that.
I got a vision, guys.
Simple Life Reclaim said, yeah, it's so hot out that their GoPro batteries can't even hang. Just couldn't even film at all.
Yeah, I was going through that with that Premiere, all the footage in the Premiere. About every 10 minutes, Mel was hollering, David, your camera died. Man.
Paul Honeyman said, Mike, I need you to get an AC unit like David's and fit in my apartment. That would be the ultimate, that would be the ultimate help out. I would love so much to come over there and install an AC unit for you, Paul. That would be tremendous.
Let me stop you for a minute. We're only 9 minutes in, guys, and we already got 1,048 people.
Dang, that's amazing.
And I don't know if my likes are right, but it only says 347.
Come on, guys.
Can I get a like for the completed room?
Man.
For all of the good stuff up there? I think it turned out amazing, guys. It's like staying in a brand new house. It is a brand new house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's brand spanking new. Matter of fact, I've never stayed in a house this new.
Yeah, right.
In my life. So it is brand spanking new. And I'm loving it. And I've got some special things planned for the bathroom. There's going to be a feature wall and some other stuff in the bathroom. And yeah, I can't wait. I'm not going to kill myself with it all, those guys. I'm slowing down a little bit on the build. I'm going to do room by room. I'm going to finish out the bathroom, get my sink installed, all of that. Get the dryer in here, get the nozzle for the dryer and all of that. Get the washing machine hooked up, and then I'm going to get the dryer in place. The dryer won't be hooked up immediately.
Right.
But then I'm going to do the pump house. And after I get done with the pump house, I will be calling in the gas company to come run gas lines, because I'm not going to run my own gas lines. I've thought about it hard, and I believe I could. It's not rocket science. It's a lot of compression stuff.
I'm
stuff
110% positive we could, because I've run a lot of gas line, but sometimes you can't pay for a peace of mind.
Yeah. And ease. You know what I mean? There's 6 connections that's coming into this house. You got 2 for the outdoor kitchen. You got the dryer, the heater, the hot water heater, and there's something else.
Outdoor kitchen? You said that. Outdoor kitchen.
5.
Dryer, water heater.
And heater.
Oh, and the heater itself.
Yeah. So 5 connections in this building. I'd rather just get somebody to do it. And it also takes something off my plate and allow me to move on to the outdoor kitchen a little funner or a little quicker. I just seen a super chat.
Yeah, right there.
Jennifer Crooks, $25 just because. Well, thank you very, very, very much. It'll go a long ways with the bathroom renovation. And that's another reason, guys, that I'm slowing down a little bit. I put out a ton of jingle to pull this off right here in such a short amount of time. And I typically like to space it out a little bit so it doesn't hurt so bad whenever I do it. But I was on a time crunch, we all know.
Right.
And so I just threw money at it, and it hurt me. So I'm going to slow down a little bit. I got a lot of stuff already purchased and stuff, so I'm going to get all of that stuff installed and allow the pocket to fill up a little bit more before I start emptying it again. In a hammock, wearing a cowboy hat, sprawled out on the love nest like a big old hunk of burning love. Right, Ridge Life? That's funny.
Go Ridge Life.
Go Ridge Life. Melanie, looks great, David and Mike, Roxanne, Gary, and Mel, and Betty Bob. Good job. Of course, Ryder, the supervisor. Absolutely. I was out there playing with Eclipse today, and it's so hot out there, guys, that she did not even want to play.
Right.
And that is rare for Eclipse. She'd come up to me and get some snuggles, but normally she throws herself on me. She was just sitting there getting snuggles today. She was so hot.
Yeah.
Cindy Brown said, David, I'm so happy you have a comfortable place for the winter. Me too, Cindy. Right now, it's not going to be too comfortable for the winter. I'm not going to lie to you. I still got some work to do to get that. I need to get that pump house insulated and get the walls on there and get that gas installed so I can have the propane heat.
Yeah.
Mom Murphy Brown, I hope you are safe and dry. Let's see here.
Amber Carroll said, did you see my comment on keeping it real about the castor oil for your elbow?
Yes. Yes. If I hearted your comment, I seen it. I read every comment and then I heart it. That's how I track what I've kept up with, because they stay in my comments unless I heart it or comment on it. And I at least heart every single one of them, and which means I've read them all. And but I don't have time to comment to all, so I just randomly pick something that catches my eye and stuff is whenever I comment.
Right. Cindy Brown said, Homestead Ladybugs asked you, I have a question. Will you have to get wet or cold when you cook? Did you decide to omit a door right through to the kitchen?
No. And honestly, I could if I wanted to. The reason why I didn't put a door from here to the kitchen was wall space, because that's only a 10 by 10 slab out there, which means I only got 10 foot by 10 foot. And there's going to be a grill, 2 burners, hibachi, and a sink along there. So it would have just took too much space.
Yeah.
And so no, it ain't that big of a deal. I'm very good at planning with the weather. You know what I mean? And I could honestly, if I wanted to, set me up like a little efficiency kitchen in here.
Right.
But I'm waiting on that to decide if I'm going to do that after I get the washing machine and dryer in here to kind of see what kind of space I got working with.
Right. We got Lindsay hanging out with us. Gang. What's up, Lindsay?
Oh,
Into the mist.
I just seen, was that Brazos Valley soap? It jumped on me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
We currently have 2 fires near us, and the third almost took out my in-laws' house. I'm over this heat. Oh, wow, guys. I'm sorry. I hope that, I hope it don't take y'all. That's scary stuff. Ryder has been so cute. Yeah, Ryder has been a snuggle bug. Simple Life Clay said it's miserable out there. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
And I've been in this junk for 2.5 months. You've been in it for 2.5 months. I tell you what, yesterday was nasty, and I enjoyed being right in here, and I'm enjoying doing some of this inside work. My goal is to kind of tinker at all this inside stuff, because we should only have a couple more weeks of this before we start cooling down, before I jump to the outside part of this. Because, I mean, in all reality, guys, we're only 3/4 of the way there. You know, building it was half, and then the quarter was getting moved in. And then the other quarter is doing all the punch lists on the corners and the soffit and fascia.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Gary.
Hope this helps a little. It helps more than a little, buddy. Man. I appreciate you. Yeah, that right there is like the vanity.
Yeah.
You know,
straight up.
So, especially if I could find a repurposed one like I want to. It's hard to find repurposed stuff around here. I searched for the Habitat for Humanity. I talked about that on my Keeping It Real this morning. I drove around the block like 4 times, stopping at different places where Google Maps was saying it was, and it wasn't there, and nobody would answer the phone.
You can't trust Google Maps, guys. You remember what happened last time we trusted Google Maps and it took us to the dump in Danville. Ended up getting us cursed out.
Well, it was a dump.
I mean, it
was where all the dumpsters are. Let's see here. Hey Don, Hackery, does the air conditioner do well? It does amazing. It does amazing. Can't really hear it. I will end up moving the generator further away from the house.
You can hear it a little bit more. Is what we were thinking.
A little bit, but I think honestly that's coming from the R30 in the roof, and I also think that's also because I don't have the soffit and fascia up yet, so it's not really closed in.
Right.
But I want it a little bit further away from the house anyways.
McKevin, Roxanne has not had a chance to come back over and look at the golf cart yet.
But we did talk about it.
But it is in the works, and man, it's getting ready to go down.
Yeah, I got the axle and the motor from Bobblehead. I have not had a chance to test the motor yet to see if it works. So in all reality, they're waiting on me, but we did talk about it whenever they was here. And as soon as I get it tested and the motor, I know the motor works, then I will schedule something for them, because they really want to help. I honestly could probably put it back together myself, but they've already came out twice, and they are determined to see that project through. So
hey, once you come and start working on something, you want to finish that.
Yeah, thing. You don't want it to whoop you, right? So so I get it, and I'm always willing to accept the help for sure.
Yeah.
Hello, I love the room and the trim. Glad you're feeling better, Mike. Blessings.
Thank you.
The heat index hit 120 degrees today. Yes, it did. I seen that, Anthony.
Yeah, and Cindy Brown, you're right. And when Google Maps messed us up on the way to 3 Mississippi that time.
Yeah, definitely screwed us up there. David shows me love by blocking me. I don't block you, buddy.
Who was that?
Randall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy all of your antics.
That's right. That's something that was pretty cool. Junk to Gems Homestead actually met one of our friends, Big Wave.
Oh, nice.
Big Wave that's normally on here, and I got to meet him via phone.
I've been wanting to meet Big Wave for over a year.
Man, we Gary and Mary have rode up. Actually, over the weekend they had took some footage for us out at our property. We're getting ready to put together a little something for our Florida property. And while they were up there close to it, Big Wave has property not too far away from there. So they met up and hung out for a while, and I got to talk to him on the phone. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. And Charles, no, the AC unit is not a heat pump. It's a 110 unit, which was kind of important for me with power consumption.
Yeah.
And also, this is a very high-end pump house, just to say the least. It might be the sexiest pump house on YouTube, because that was the original plan for this whole building, was the pump house and outdoor bathroom situation.
Right.
So even if it was a heat pump, say if I was to go out of town or something for a day or two, then it would still leave that pump vulnerable, the well and stuff. So I wanted to run propane and heat in here anyways.
Clausen Family Homestead said, just to help get your jingle back up, 1999 super chat.
I appreciate it.
Lindsay just said something that blew my mind. She said, y'all, Lila done broke the internet. One of her beetle build videos are on the way to 10 million views.
Yeah, it's
Holy
insane.
crap.
It's insane. Ain't that on TikTok?
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, correct me. I think it's on TikTok, right, Lindsay?
Everybody wants to know.
I tell you what, that keeps on happening. That'll help finance that old beetle renovation.
There's a lot of people wanting to know how your mom's back is doing.
Sore. She did actually film a video baking a biscuit casserole type thing yesterday, but she said it hurt her pretty good. So it'll be a minute before it gets out. But yeah, they're still trying to dial in the settings and stuff in that machine that she got put in her back thing or whatever. But she's getting through. David, people are asking how your mom is doing. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're behind her.
I like those big old circles. That helped.
Yeah. Cindy, hey, one thing about it, Cindy Brown knows how to get your attention in a chat. That's for sure.
Yeah, TikTok. I was right. Yeah. I actually still ain't even seen it on TikTok, and I have a TikTok. I don't think I've ever even said it. I actually have a TikTok. I haven't posted on it in like for 2 years, but I actually have a TikTok that's got like 46,000 followers on it.
Dang.
Or something like that.
Lisa has a TikTok. I've been trying to tell her to get us a DD5 TikTok.
But I didn't know that, huh?
Yeah.
I was going to use that TikTok as like a fun channel for me.
Right.
You know, drive by working on the tractor or something. You know what I mean? Just kind of joke around and let my fun personality come out, because I like to joke around and have fun and laugh, and which y'all can kind of pick up with a lot of the videos and stuff with us working together and stuff, like with the Johnny Five Alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stuff. I try to keep it light and fun while we're working and stuff like that, just to make the day great.
Linda Oki, I have 3 younger siblings. I have my sister Lauren. I think she's 3 years younger than me.
Oh.
And then Harley, my sister Harley is younger than her, and I believe she is. I think she's turning 18 on Christmas Day. Her birthday's on Christmas. And then my little brother Caleb just turned 16.
Lindsay says she went from 7K to 120K in just a few days. That is amazing.
That's amazing. Rock
on your way.
Tim, Rich Life Ramblings. I just hit 10 million subscribers.
I wish, brother. I wish. If you hit 10 million subscribers, I'd be on my way to Tennessee, and we would definitely have a celebration. I would say I would take you out to dinner, but if you hit 10 million subscribers, I'm coming so you can take me out to dinner. Come on.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome. I really don't even know much about TikTok. I still need to learn. Lisa's going to be my teacher.
Lisa,
I taught her
TikTok master.
I taught Lisa YouTube editing, and I'm going to get her to teach me TikTok editing. And I'm going to get Mel to teach me Instagramming.
There we go.
Because that was one of my big goals for my New Year's resolution, was to the back end of YouTube, to start doing more on my other socials and stuff like that. And the year ain't over yet.
That's right.
You know what I mean? TikTok is the red devil.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about TikTok either. Hey, David and Mike. Wow, the tiny house looks great and a lot more relaxing. It is so much more relaxing. How, I've been staying in here. We got 1,508 people in here.
Dang. Thanks for hanging
Yeah,
out, guys.
nice. Um, my perspective is I live in it, right? Like I've got what is it? Friday night was my first night here.
Right.
Now, granted, it was very basic Friday night. After we got done taking down the tiny house, Betty Boo, Roxanne, Mel, Gary, Mike, they all helped me
Get it moved
get
in.
the bed and moved in because that joker right there is a beast, guys. And you know, I've moved that bed 3 times and didn't think it had handles, and Mel found handles.
Man, that was so funny.
Game changer.
That was so funny.
Game changer. It was crazy. And even and Gary started laughing. I said, "You can't laugh because you and Anthony also helped me move it when I got here and didn't see no handles either."
Right.
So definitely a game changer. Made it a little bit easier, but that joker's heavy, ain't it?
Yeah. Oh man.
So I've stayed Friday night and then Saturday. But Saturday, honestly, I edited all night, so it really wasn't like staying in here.
Right.
And then yesterday, and I love it. It's very comfortable. It's very nice to be able to just take a shower and then come in your room. I'm not used to that.
Someone just said, "What's this like being able to get up a few feet from your bed to go to the bathroom and shower?"
Yeah, it's amazing. That's another thing. I'm not one that like wakes up in the middle of the night and has to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. Not yet, anyways.
Not
Thankfully.
yet.
But in the mornings, whenever I get up and I have to put my shoes on and all that and go outside and all that, it's amazing. But what I want to know is the perspective of you. You've been here quite a few times now since it's been done. What's your opinion of it?
Man, my opinion is I think it feels super homey in here. As soon as you walk in, it doesn't even have the element of shed or pump house or anything. This feels more like an efficiency suite or something like that, like in a little apartment.
Yeah,
that's how I feel like it when I walk in here.
It's to me it feels like, yeah, you said it, like a little efficiency loft type suite thing or whatever that you would go when you're on vacation or something like that.
Yeah.
And works out pretty good. I like it.
Paul said, "I bet the shower before bed is better than the toilet close by."
Yes. Which, Paul, buddy, what you don't know about me is I don't care what the situation is. I'm taking a shower before bed. I don't care if it's 3 degrees outside. And when I was in the water hose, I took a shower before at nighttime every single night. I'm not one that can go to sleep dirty. I've just never been that person. So I got to get clean before I go to sleep. So it could be 3 degrees or storming or whatever outside when I didn't have all of this, and I'd be out there in the water hose washing. I don't lay down dirty.
Right.
Life with Mars, that cold plunge shower.
Yeah. Hey, I actually just seen Life with Mars' new video. At least I think it's her new video. It was you out there doing some new gardening. You had planted some peppers and some lettuce, I believe, and some onions. That was a pretty cool video. That was really good gardening there.
Yeah, she's trying to do her garden thing. Birdman Dan said, "Is there a story about the dog in the painting on the wall?" That's George.
George.
That's old George. No, I just seen that painting, and I love dogs, and it's a very nice painting. It doesn't do it any justice from the side right here, but very colorful. The color palette is something that I enjoy, and I actually had that in my closet in Texas. I had a big closet in Texas, and that even had like a changing room in it, and that dog was part of my closet decor.
Right. Glenn Devon, hello. I know you said you were new earlier. No, he will not be moving back into the cabin at any point.
No, the cabin is going to be. I've mentioned it on several videos and I think a couple of lives now. You know the old Western like tavern brothel type situation, you know, where they kind of walk in and they're playing cards and pool and all that other stuff. That's basically what the cabin's going to turn into. Plus, where my bed area was will actually be a little gym area, and upstairs will still be a sleeping loft for guests. But there will be a card table where you could play chess or dominoes or cards or whatever you want. Darts will definitely be in there. And also a setting area and stuff like that where people can watch a game or, just socialize. This whole area eventually is going to be basically a playground.
Right.
It'll have cornhole, horseshoe, which already has those two things now. The outdoor kitchen. This will eventually be the outdoor bathroom for the parties, and this will probably end up being. It was originally going to be a solar room, but now that it's set up like this, it'll probably end up being another sleeping quarters for guests.
Right.
And this will just be a whole area to throw big events and parties and stuff like that without the mess being at the house that I'm going to build. So I could throw like something like Freedom Weekend, and you're exhausted after Freedom Weekend. I could take a day or two before I come over here and deal with the mess of it all.
Yeah, Anthony, like a old saloon.
Yep, like an old saloon. Exactly. I think it would be perfect for that. The amount of money, effort, and time that it will take to bring that cabin back to a legit long-term living space that will last for 70 years, it's just not worth it. I think it's too far gone, but it's definitely cost effective to turn it into an amazing event space.
Right.
$10
super chat. Randall Grunland said, "Dang sure the calmest I've ever seen, Mike. Get well, buddy. David, place looks awesome, brother."
I appreciate it, Randall.
Yeah, Randall. That's how you always know when there's something wrong with me, when I'm calm.
Betty Jean's $5. Didn't say anything but a star. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That will help with the next phase of the project for sure. Is the mini split keeping it cool? Oh yeah. It's not even having a problem.
I'm wearing shorts right now, and I got my legs are kind of bundled together.
I'm in shorts right now too. There's about $9 million in insulation. If this tiny house that I have built is nothing else, this sucker is insulated. I've got rock wool around all walls except for the pump house right now because it's not done yet. But every wall, even around the shower, guys, the walls of the shower, even the inside ones, are all soundproofed with rock wool insulation.
Yeah.
All of it. And that junk is not cheap. And the whole ceiling is R30. And for this type of ceiling, R13 would have worked in this area. But I went R30. So this joker is insulated.
For sure.
Because of all the air leaks and the single pane leaking windows in the cabin and stuff that I've been going through for the last year and a half, trying to keep a comfort level. Like the air conditioner in the cabin never shuts off, and it never gets the temp ever, nowhere close. It keeps it livable.
It knocks the edge off,
but not comfortable on these hot days. Like it just makes it to where it's just a place to escape the 120 and go into maybe 80. You know what I mean? And at night, it finally catches up and gets cooler type deal. So for this winter and the last bit of this summer, right here is the first time that I have actually had controlled comfort in almost 2 years. So it's a game changer for sure.
Sophia Pitt, no dear, you haven't said anything. Honestly, 1,660 people in here. Sometimes the chat just gets mixed up and we don't see any of the comments.
Yeah,
we're not bypassing anybody on purpose.
No, absolutely. And actually the best way to do it is kind of what Junks the Gems just did, but the only thing he's missing is all capital letters. Hit at cmonhomesteading, and it will highlight orange on my side and give me something to catch my eye, because this thing bounces everywhere with almost 1,700 people in here. It says, "We got y'all playing on the big screen, but I got to get some stuff done, so we'll be listening." Hey, get her done.
That's right. Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank said, "Mike, you look spent. Stay safe in the heat." Yes, I am a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a long summer, man. I mean, yeah, last week was busy for sure, but really that's been the way it's been for me and him since beginning of June, just about.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Philip W. Ryder. Yeah, Pedialyte is really good for being dehydrated. Gatorade actually has a Gatorlyte also, and I like that Body Armor drink. Body Armor.
I was about to say that. Me and him will drink the Body Armor, and and they're expensive, right? I mean, they're proud of them, but we get them every once in a while, and when you drink it, you can feel it. Like
Yeah.
you can feel it entering your body and like rejuvenating you. It's insane. You both are doing a great job. How are you related to each other? It's my nephew.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Diane.
Hey guys, love your crib, milkman. My 5-year-old great niece Malika loves you, and she says hi. Well, hello. How are you? I love the young fans.
Yeah.
I love the 5 years old. Is definitely one of the younger ones. I got a couple of younger, but yeah, I love the young fans. I love it whenever I hear stories and stuff about them walking around saying, come on with it, come on."
You're right.
You know, that's awesome.
Tim, it's not that he needs to tilt the camera down. He's just super relaxed right now. He's melted down into his chair a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk about he can't see nothing but the top of your head.
That's all you need to see, Tim.
Lord,
See, if I set up, I'm literally, I'm wore out too, guys. If y'all notice, my energy level is a lot lower tonight than what it was last week when we was doing the working live.
right?
I am tired. I gave everything I had in the last 2 weeks to pull off these two. It's very rare that you will hear me say that like I'm out of gas. Like, and I've told him twice in the last 2 weeks. Like, I hit that,
Man.
I'm out of gas. And one time was at 12:30 a.m. when I was still out here sanding drywall, and another night was at 10:30 at night. And man, I was just wore out, and I pushed hard to get into this place and to make it the schedule work out to where I could get the bed in while people were here to help,
Right.
where I didn't have to inconvenience somebody to come back out to help me and stuff. Me and Mike wouldn't have got that in here by ourselves, not without
Man.
dirtying up the mattress and stuff like
Listen,
that. I would have got it in.
I grabbed a hold of that mattress and it flopped me around like I was just a tag on that mattress. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of the day.
And then also, it was very important for me to get the building and all of that stuff cleaned up and stuff down there for my neighbor because,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, neighbor of the year, right?
Man. Yeah. Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
The Clausen family homesteading said, David, what do you think about sometime mid-September coming and picking up that pipe and the other things? I'm wanting to get that dirt work done before the rainy season.
Yes, we can do that. I should be good about mid-September. See, we just came out of these projects, right? And then now we're going to do the Grady's and Altruistic. Farmstead has got their party this weekend too with their new little spot or whatever, and I'm going to go over there as well. So yeah, it's busy, but like I said, my time crunch things are just about over right now, like time sensitive stuff.
Yeah.
Like this that we're doing this week was already scheduled and stuff like that. So after that, it's going to be kind of work as I go with things, and I do plan on making a couple of road trips here soon as well.
Aaron Carter said, Mike, did you quit your job to work full-time with Uncle David? I actually quit my job back at the gas station like a long time ago, like back in like February, like March maybe. I went full-time YouTube back then, and it wasn't necessarily just to help Uncle David. It was to focus strictly on being a full-time YouTuber. And I wanted to be able to put all my attention, all my focus, and all my energy into that. And it has blossomed into a far, far more beautiful thing than I ever could have imagined.
And gonna keep blossoming.
Yeah, and hopefully we're just gonna keep on shining towards the sun. That's for sure.
Maybe you should add a bar and grill ESP with old years celebrations coming.
Especially with old year celebrations coming up.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, it just jumped. It jumped me all the way to the bottom. Auntie Ann, I'm going to ask, but I already know. How am I doing on comments tonight? I know I am not doing good. Linda wants to know, do you have many outlets? Yes, I have plenty. In here, there's one on every wall. Actually, there's two on that wall. There's one right in front of me, and there's one over there too. And in the bathroom, there's one over there by the washer, and there's one over there by the sink. And in the pump house, there's actually one in there as well. So plenty of outlets. Hi from Australia. You both have done such a great job. You should hold your heads up high with proud. I have been watching you from 2 years now and always happy
Hey.
to see new videos. Well, thank you very, very much, Debbie. So you've been on here for a while watching all these crazy adventures, huh? It's definitely been an adventure.
The land from down under.
Mike Lissa said you were sick. You look all right. What's the miracle drug that helped you? He ain't necessarily all right. If you know Mike, his energy level is mighty low right now.
Yeah. Birdman Dan, you can if you go back and look at some of the other comments, such like Randall Grunland just said earlier. Randall said earlier, this is the comments he's ever seen me. Normally I am a lot more animated, a lot more talkative. I'm sapped on energy. I woke up this morning about 5:30, normal alarm time. I'm the one that gets up, wake the kids up, get everything rolling. But this morning I woke up, my stomach was hurting real bad, my body was aching real bad, and I felt heavy. I didn't want to get up at all, and I just stayed in bed, didn't feel good. And next thing I know, I woke up and it was like 10 o'clock this morning, and Lissa was on the computer asking me questions about downloading footage, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "I already did a STS and everything while you were sleeping." I was like, "What?" Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Yeah.
What is it? Lorraine Moon said, "Come on, Homestead, and I have solar to get rid of." Hey, well, I need solar.
Man.
Send me an email on cmonhomesteading at gmail.com and we can discuss that because I'm definitely in need of solar. Let's see here. Jesus girl, love you, brother, and Mike, proud of y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you for all of your encouraging messages, by the way.
Thank you, Neil. Yeah, I've been busting it, that's for sure. We've been getting it in.
Yeah, we ain't got time to stop now either because winter's coming.
West House said, David, you still making a trip to South Carolina?
Yes. I will be taking a week off here, probably in about a month, maybe a little bit longer. There's a big thing coming up, guys, that I ain't announced yet, and they ain't announced yet, and everything else that we'll probably announce maybe tomorrow if he's feeling better.
That thing?
Yeah, that I need to take care of before I go on this road trip. Something very important to me.
Could we do a STS on that tomorrow?
We can. I was going to do a keeping it real on it.
That's real.
But we could do both.
That's real.
Anyways, probably tomorrow. Be on the lookout on both channels because we're going to be talking about some things that's coming. And I want to get that situated. It won't be done, but phase 1 will be done.
Yeah, phase 1.
Before I go out of town. And then after phase 1's done, then I'll probably cut out for a week and then come back.
Yes, Julie, we do have carbon monoxide detectors.
Yes. David, what made you decide on the tractor you have? A ton of research, BW. I've had other tractors. I had an old 8N. I had a John Deere, a mid-sized John Deere, a little bit smaller and Uber. And I'd done a ton of research when I bought the John Deere, and I bought what I could afford. Right. And then whenever I came out here, I wanted to get a good all-around tractor, one that wasn't too big to maneuver in smaller spaces, but one that was strong enough with a big enough lift capacity and horsepower to be able to clear land or do whatever I need to do. A very good universal tractor. And Mahindra has the highest lift capacity out of any mid-size tractor. And they're also the least technology-wise tractor. They're built more like the old school type ones than all the fancy gadgets that's on them now, which is all the stuff that breaks.
Yeah. It's always a board or something.
So
down.
Mahindra down south in Florida area and stuff like that is a big name for like just a very good. To me, it's on the higher end of the mid-size tractors. It's worth its weight in gold.
Oh, thank you, Cindy Brown. McKevin had said earlier, said, Mike, the gift you misplaced would be perfect to test the motor on the golf cart, so find it.
Right? Yeah. Hey, I'm not even going to lie to you. I give them so much junk about... I told him, I said, how are you going to lose my birthday present?
The only birthday present he got from anybody that wasn't in the family.
Yeah. Yeah. And they lost it. Yeah. So
We still have it somewhere. It's got,
Yeah.
guys, we've taken McKevin. We have pulled that cabin apart. I'm at a loss. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know either. David, if you come near Clemson, South Carolina, please let me know. This 70-year-old would love to meet you in person. I will be announcing it on Come On Keeping It Real, leading up to when I'm leaving, and I'll probably do a live on the trip and all of that stuff. So if you have not subscribed to Come On Keeping It Real, I definitely suggest do that. It truly does give all the behind the scenes of what's going on here. I probably show more than I should.
Yeah, you spill more beans on Keeping It Real.
Yeah,
sneak peeks.
The edited videos, for me, that's, the good quality content, telling a story, all of that. But I try to keep that a certain type of content, and the Keeping It Real, I can get more in depth,
right,
with stuff, explain stuff more. Explain why I'm thinking things, why I did that, why I'm not going to do this, and show like little peaks as it's coming out. Because when you're doing the edited videos, you got to complete the project pretty much on most cases,
right,
and then edit it and then put it out. So it's a couple of days behind. That Keeping It Real, guys, is day to day.
Yeah.
And I do them on average, I would say 6 days a week. I mean, there's a lot of times I'll go 3 weeks, 7 days a week, bam, 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 and only miss like one in a month.
Right.
But at a minimum, five a week. And we're always doing something, showing something, doing something. And also, that's also where you see a lot of the more of the animals.
You said
on there.
You said you're going to Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
Brian Wilkerson said he's about 45 minutes away from there. And we got 1,700 plus hanging out with us.
Nice. And we got 1,000 lights. I'll take that. Come on with the 1,000.
Yeah, and
it would
Ryder,
look better at 1,700, but 1,000, I'll take it.
And guys, yes, Ryder is definitely the star of the show over there on Keeping It Real a lot of times.
Oh yeah, Ryder is. I tell you what, there is no doubting the genuine love that cat's got for me. Like, he truly just loves his daddy. Like, if I stop moving, guys, and I'm outside, literally, if I stop for more than 2 minutes, Ryder is on his way over there to jump in my lap and to hang out every time. Randall, $5 slackers. I'm sorry, buddy. What am I slacking on?
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. I get plenty of people to tell me I don't work. I just talk. I do all kinds of stuff. I get that all the time. I'm used to it, Randall.
And Marilyn Bryson brought up a good point. She said, you haven't hung up the "Don't Drown" sign on that tree yet. You need to do that before the creek rises.
Yep. It's actually in the cabin right there. I actually seen it today. And also, I'm going through the cabin as well. I've been slowly moving things out here. I still need to build all the stuff in the closet, but I did bring my drawers that's got my clothes and stuff in there. And I'm slowly going through stuff. And yes, I still need to, there it is. Right there. I still need to build that shelf, that floating shelf. That's gonna have the LEDs in it and stuff make the air conditioner look like it belongs there. Oh, wow. 1711, David,
Paul,
you need to hang on.
Yeah, you see, Paul.
So he remembers where he put it.
I'm blaming it on Lissa, guys. Lissa, I knew right where it was. Next thing I know, I come home, the house is spotless, it's cleaned up, everything is organized. And a couple days went by, and I went to look for the gift, and we can't find it.
Yeah. But at least they told me about it, I guess. I try to find the positives out of everything. I mean, at least they told me about it.
And yeah, guys, Lissa did amazing today on the STS by herself. I was super proud of her.
Our Org Homestead is out of here. All right. I'll see you later. Let's see here. I never did see Auntie Ann tell me if I was doing good on the comments or not. I doubt I am. Haven't seen a big bonfire from all the clearing you've done since winter. You're not going to see one until winter.
Yeah.
Right now, the whole thing is, man, it's wooded here. The only place that's not wooded is where you've seen me clear.
Yeah.
And there's structures there, right? So I haven't been able to clear. I can't just light a fire where it's at. I'll burn down half this mountain.
Man,
That
that would be so bad.
Yeah, I gotta wait. So the plan is hopefully when the snow falls, I would like to light it up and see what happens.
Auntie Ann said, I'm gonna die laughing if David ends up finding the gift in the cabin when he cleans it out.
That ain't gonna happen. Trust me, I have not got it.
I don't.
I keep all the stuff that they bring me because they check the mail most of the time. They're in town a lot more than I am.
Yeah.
And honestly, the love seat that I got in there, I've sat on it 3 times since I've moved into the cabin. That's normally for guests. Until I have time to open it and all that other stuff, that's typically where they sit. So
Yeah. Joyce Gibson said, David, please do not let yourself get sick as you were in January. Please, please.
I don't want to. And around this time is when I got bronchitis last year too. And Lissa was sick, and now Mike's kind of sick, and I ain't been feeling great. But that's also why I've been going a lot slower too. I mean, I did work through the tennis elbow. It still hurts like crazy, but I had to get that stuff done, guys. I had to get that building done. I gave that guy my word, and I needed to finish this for me. And this is something I just personally needed to finish. So I went like a madman.
Right.
And Mike was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I got to finish. And he's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, yes, I do. I love the new bedroom. The trim is absolutely gorgeous. Continue blessings. Thank you. Let's see again. If Mike finds the gift, he will hide it in the cabin and say, look what I found. That's possible.
That's what.
What kind of house are you thinking about building? I'm not thinking about doing it. I'm definitely doing it. It's going to be a container house, a 2-story container house that's going to counterlever over. It's a whole thing. And yeah, my original, when I bought my property in Florida, was my original plan. And I couldn't do it because of permit issues and everything else there, building permit issues.
Yep.
So I couldn't do it. So I'm definitely going to do it here. Now that I know that the cabin just isn't really worth the financial and effort to try to make it like a long-term home, definitely a container house is the way that I want to go, because I'm an old iron worker, welding and steel fabrication and stuff like that. I tell all of y'all I'm not an expert on, all of this stuff that I'm doing and stuff. And I'm just, a DIYer just like you guys. But when it comes to steel, I am an expert. When it comes to welding and building, I've built high rises, small buildings, 7-Elevens to 50-story buildings,
right,
and stadiums. And, I've done it my whole life before I went into IT. So definitely an expert with steel. And I'm also a master welder. And I just would really love to do a steel building and just have a building that kind of touches on a little bit of everything that I've done.
right.
So
yeah, Paul, we're gonna agree and disagree on that.
what did he say?
He was basically saying that I picked it up and put it down in somewhere, and it's not on her. And Lissa and I both have had discussions about whose fault it is.
All right, here you go, guys.
There we go.
Ooh. That's what I'm thinking, except for on a bigger scale. Instead of there just being 2 smaller ones at the bottom, there's actually going to be 3 at the bottom, and it's going to counterlever quite a bit more, because I want that overhang to actually be a carport for my vehicles. So with live edge roof or live roofs.
Natasha Lynn said, I have 3 in my yard right now. I'm obsessed.
3 what?
I guess of the shipment container homes.
Oh,
nice.
Containers. Yeah. And if y'all know me, guys, and y'all know my twisted brain and all that other stuff, I have a insane design. That's the layout. I do like the whole black wood look a little bit, but that's not what I'm going to be going with. It's going to tie in with the cabin and the mountain fill and everything else. Some of it will probably be raw industrial type shipping container. Other parts of it might be live edge siding like I've done here and stuff with also, um, in my mind, I got some trellises going up and stuff with like climbing roses and stuff growing and stuff. So when they bloom, the whole side of the house in sections or flowers and stuff like that. If I was an artist, I'd draw it for you guys, but I'm not. So trust me.
I've seen several container homes built here on YouTube. They can be amazing. With that said, I think David will make one that will blow our minds. His visions are awesome.
It's definitely going to be different. It's not going to be just a standard. There's going to be nothing standard about it. It's going to be interesting. And long-term wise, I want to do a 2 shipping container with a 40-foot slab with a rounded roof connecting for my shop to match. And I've always dreamed of doing a shipping container underground swimming pool.
Have a good night, Aaron.
Preferably with a glass side off the side of a mountain. That's always been my dream.
That'd be so.
And so, I mean, we're talking about years down the road, but that's the overall vision for whatever I'm thinking.
Sorry, guys.
Wow, we are already getting close, ain't we? And we still got 1,715 people and 1.1K likes. That is amazing.
Candy's Live said, if Mike passes out at the live, at least he can get an Uber home. Right, David?
Come on. Or a Lyft.
Or a Lyft.
Or a Lyft. And give me a couple of weeks and I might be able to just dasher him home.
That's right. Do you plan to build a generator house, David? DK
yes.
Family Adventures?
Yes, and that's why this isn't going to be the solar room anymore, because after I decided that the cabin wasn't worth saving as far as long-term home, and I went with the shipping container home, I'm going to end up using a 20-foot shipping container as the solar house and generator house to pretty much electrify Come On Mountain. And I just feel like it's the most secure, safest thing. And honestly, if I wanted to, I could even build the panels off of it if I wanted to.
Good night, everybody that's heading on out of here. And don't forget, when this live is over, to run on over to Robertson Belly Acres and drop them 10 emojis and them bacon emojis and tell them what's going on.
Patty, it's not worth saving for a long-term residential home. It is worth saving for like an entertainment space or something like that. It was not built very well to begin with. It's an old hunter's cabin that was kind of thrown together and stuff like that. And I mean, without the porches on there, there's so much rot and so much decay and so many air leaks and stuff. I mean, the only way to truly fix that cabin is to tear it down and redo it. And to make it a long-term residential home. I'm not trying to build something out here that's going to last 10, 15 years. I'm trying to build something out here that I can pass down to my kids.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why. But I do believe that I can make it an amazing entertainment space.
Real talk with SLR done popped in the house.
Nice. The swap channels. I see you. I see you. Come on.
I actually couldn't even believe that I caught it. A lot of times I don't even catch it. I just caught it. I seen that SLR out the corner of my eye.
And on top of that, guys, you still get a cabin redo because it's still getting redone. The logs are still getting sanded. The concrete's getting fixed, stuff like that. I'm just not going to take it to that next level and add to it and everything else. So you're still going to get your cabin redo. It's just not going to be for a long-term residential home.
Right. You see, Blapunk said, I just bought 2 containers 2 weeks ago. I'm in Lavaca, just north of you. Hit me up and I'll put you on the seller. Best price in our area. Send me
an email if you would, please. That way I know how to get a hold of you. And because the prices that we just went and looked at some, and I almost got one delivered. Almost.
You were close.
I was like, it was scheduled, but with all the money coming out for this, I decided to hold back, and thank goodness I did. But yeah, so yeah, definitely hit me up. Love you too, Etienne. Simple Phil, Ohio
Simple. He's a Phil from PayPal.
Oh, hey, nice. I appreciate you a whole lot, buddy. That helped me more than you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, Wanda Henry, definitely not demolishing the cabin. It's got too much get go for it.
No, I mean, the cabin is what sold me on this place. I've always wanted a cabin like that in the woods. I've always wanted an old hunter's cabin. I just don't think it's sustainable for a long-term family home, but I think it's definitely sustainable for a long-time entertainment space. So,
Yep. Thanks, West House.
trust me, guys, what I got planned up here for the cabin is going to be epic.
David Moffat said, speaking of email, David went through them twice this week. That's the most since moving to the mountain.
Hey, I've been on it, haven't I? I've been on emails. I've been on it. And I said once I got here and got organized and got me a nice space again, like when I used to work IT and I had an office, I would get back on track with that. And I have been true to my word, guys, for sure. Woo, we already went over an hour, guys.
It's time, guys.
Love every single one of y'all. I appreciate all 1,700 plus of y'all coming to hang out with us tonight. We're going to do it again on Monday. Love every single one of you guys. And as always, until we see each other again, come out. Let's go on another adventure. Hot Mike.